Hi, Chandana. Can you unmute yourself? Yep.
Hello everyone, sorry for the delay. I'm Chandana from Sydney, Australia. I'm part of Breath
Sorry
Universe.
to interrupt. We cannot see you. We cannot see your video. Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
How about now?
Yes.
Uh, shall we start the session or?
Yes, please. Yep.
Okay. Hello everyone, I'm Chandana from Sydney, Australia. I'm part of Breath Universe team. Today I'm hosting the day 20th session of Swayam, My Time. And firstly, let me thank you all the partners collaborated to organize Swayam, that is IFSS, Omega, Joy, PSSM Ignite, Beat, PYMA, and PYMMA. Thank you all. Thank you for this wonderful sessions. And I would now take this opportunity to introduce our great speaker and senior master, Hari Sir, who is the founder of Breath Universe. Hari Sir, over to you.
Thank you so much, Chandana, for start this program. So I'm Hari from Australia, Melbourne, founder of Breath Universe. I'm sure most of you have already seen me. If not, I've been meditating from past teaching and meditating from past 25 years. Yeah, as simple as that, I would like to say. So before we start today's talk or interaction, we would get into the most important part of the program, which is meditation. So we'll sit for meditation for 30-40 minutes, and then we will, share some energy. Yeah. So let us all sit comfortably, relax, and follow my instructions to get into it. Close your eyes. Simply close your eyes and just be for next 1 minute. You don't need to do anything. Just make yourself comfortable. Sit comfortably. Adjust your posture. Close your eyes simply. Relax. And now, slowly, bring your attention to breath that is happening on its own. And slowly, for next 2 minutes, inhale fully into your belly until your belly is full of breath. Slowly. And hold it for a count of 4 inside the belly. Inhale, hold it 1, 2, 3, 4, and slowly exhale fully out of your belly too. And this count of 4 is of your comfort. The gap between 1, 2, 3, 4 should be to your comfort. Do not stress in this process. Just inhale slowly, gently, push it down as lower as you can and hold it for a count of 4. And exhale fully out as much as you can. Just empty it. If you have any discomfort while doing it, just be with your normal breath. You don't need to do it. But if you do not have discomfort, continue doing it for next 2 minutes. Should be a gentle, normal process. The breath should be going in peacefully. Walk in gently and stay there in the body on a count of 4. And slowly exhale fully out. One more minute. Now gently stop doing any forceful breathing and observe your normal breath from now on. Slowly shift this conscious breath to conscious awareness. Become aware of the breath, the normal and natural breath that happens. The normal and natural breath that happens. No manipulations. Don't worry about the thoughts. If thought happens, let it happen. Do not get indulged into it. Let everything happen, but you be a witness of your breath. If anything else is distracting you from breath, be a witness of that which is distracting you and gently instruct that aspect to wait, be it a thought, be it a person, be it wind, anything. Just gently ask and instruct that aspect to wait for some time until you finish the meditation. And bring your awareness back gently onto your breath. Be a companion of the breath. The next 30 minutes, whatsoever happen, just be a companion of that. No more forceful breathing, just being with your normal and natural breath for the next 30 minutes.
Thank you.
pockets. There is no rush. Keep witnessing the silence. Now, when you can, slowly keep the two palms of your hands on your eyes for 5 to 10 seconds. There is no rush. Take your own time. And when you are totally back, you can slowly open your eyes when you can by taking your hands off. No rush. All right. Right. Great. I hope you all have opened your eyes. So, I hope you all had a very good meditation. Thank you so much. Well, this program is a very good program in years, I would say. Like, there's so much of there's so many concepts that we have heard through all these years, back to back. So this program is special because this is to uncover the personal journey or the personal experience of the people, not in terms of incidents or not in terms of, but what comes from within the speaker. And as the program says, Swayam, right? So today, even I haven't come prepared with any concept or with no predefined notions as such. I'd like to briefly touch upon my journey, and if that brings out anything, we'll see. So, I'm not going to talk about incidents. I've been meditating from past 25 years and then been teaching meditation from 25 years. Then there are so many learnings that I have had in my life and great journey that I have had in my life too. So, through these experiences, I have met so many masters, I have read so many books, and I have listened to many, many concepts, like we all do, right? Every day we attend so many meditation sessions. We do full moon meditation sessions. We do, group meditations, and then we listen to different concepts, different dimensions of it. And a lot of these things. So overall, there are few key learnings from my journey while going across all these aspects in my life. I'd like to share some of those key learnings than actually telling about my experiences and all. See, we get so many experiences through the journey. Physical, astral, mental. For some people, it's healing. For some people, it's astral. For some people, it's third eye. For some people, it's silence. For some people, it's coincidences in life. These are all different aspects. But thing is, as we practice meditation more and more, the experiences become very practical. There is no line between the experience in meditation and when we are not meditating. That means when we are not sitting and meditating. So that line gets erased. There is no difference between materiality and spirituality, which is key in my point of view to erase that line between what spirituality and materiality is. There is no difference as such. So, for example, I got one of the greatest message from my beloved guru and guide and friend, Patriji. So that greatest message that I got is never depend on anyone to approve your experiences in meditation. That means that let's say you got an experience and then you go to a master or a book or someone and ask, hey, is my experience right? Is my experience authentic? Yeah. So, am I audible to everyone? Yeah. Okay, cool. So, it's one of the greatest messages that I got in first 1 year of my journey. And that's what has driven me all through my spiritual journey, where now I don't go and authenticate my experiences with anyone and everyone. And he gave one wonderful example that, Buddha never went to anyone and certified himself as enlightened. Nowadays, wherever, if you go to a program, you will be given a certificate or something like being learned, astral travel learned, the third eye learned, this one, It's not that someone has to certify our experience or ability or our journey. If we are doing that, spirituality becomes one more religion, one more pattern, right? So, from that day onwards, I have never asked anyone about if my experience is right or not. And that's what has made my journey so authentic and also made me think like a scientist, spiritual scientist, which Patriji always uses. What does a scientist do when he has a question? He goes on researches. He goes on, tries to find what's more deeper inside, goes to the roots of it until he figures out the deep down truth. He keeps on going into the depths of it. Yeah. So likewise, in life also, in meditation, in this journey also, whatever experience you get, you gather the information to support your journey, your research, your analysis into yourself. Not to take anything for granted, not to depend on anyone. I got this experience. I went to so and so master and I told him, and he said, yes, that is right. So it is right. What if that master doesn't certify it? So how many people that you go and keep on depending on these people? This is the key baseline of PSSN. This is the key baseline of spirituality. I hate to say just confine it to PSSN, but it's spirituality as a whole. No master ever in the history who is enlightened has been a dependent on anyone. If you are a dependent on someone, you're not a master, right? What's the meaning of a master? Yeah. So in my journey, one biggest thing that has helped me in my life is never be a dependent on anyone for your spiritual journey. You share experiences, you gather information, you grasp everything from everyone. You see different dimensions. Everyone's experience is a different dimension. See the different dimensions. What it does is it gives us a view that there are unlimited possibilities. There are unlimited dimensions. Every experience is different. Every person is different. Everything is possible. Anything is possible. So in those unlimited possibilities, we don't know what possibility occur to us until we find that route we have to go within. And now I'll translate this small point into erasing the line between spiritual life and personal life or a material life that we call. Apply the same in your normal life as well. It's not just with meditation or experience. Everything is an experience. Even in material life, don't go seek approvals from everyone around. Gather the information. Talk to people. And what is your decision? What is your take on it? What is your feel on it? What do you think of doing it? Every decision has to come from within. Every approval has to come from within, be it a meditational experience or a material experience. In fact, there is nothing like a spiritual experience or a non-spiritual experience. What is spiritual experience? Means any experience that's related to the spirit, the existence. And the existence is not just there when we sit for meditation. Even when we don't sit for meditation, it is the same spirit, it is the same soul, it is the same existence. Just that when we are sitting in meditation, we are conscious of the existence. When we are not in meditation, we are not conscious of the existence. Just because we are not conscious doesn't mean it's not there. Let's say when you are sitting in meditation, we observe the breath, yes or no? We know it's there. When we are not sitting for meditation, we don't observe it. Does that mean that breath is not there? Is it not happening? So, whether we are in meditation or outside meditation, we are in existence. So, there will never be a difference between what it is the difference with our consciousness, with our awareness, but not with the experience that happens. So, this, for years together, I have applied this logic for 2-3 years or so after this journey. I've applied this in my spiritual journey only, whatever meditational experiences that I have got, whatever insights that I have got. But at one point I realized when this line got erased, whatever that we learn in spirituality or in these sessions or in these experiences are not just for something called, there is no circle called spirituality or spiritual life. Whatever that we learn here applies to anything and everything that we do. The moment we switch off the Zoom and go out, it's the same thing. What we seek, grasp, apply, and how we think here should be applied outside as well. So never seek approval from anyone in our experiences. We have to approve our experiences. Take insights, take suggestions, take advices, listen to everything, gather information, respect them for giving their information. That is useful. That is useful in our scientific approach to be a scientist. Scientist reads what everyone has said, what previous experiments have given what were the results of the experiments that was done before. Where have everyone else arrived? Because where we are going to arrive with our experience is a new thing. So we have to approach every experience like that. Never be a dependent. Be a spiritual scientist. When you be a spiritual scientist, I mean in life as well. We are spiritual beings. Whether we meditate or not, we are spiritual beings. We have spirit inside. Whether we become conscious or not is a question. Okay? That's my first insight that I would like to share that I apply every single day in my life. And the second insight that I would like to share and learn is in this journey of uncovering ourselves, exploring ourselves, the most important aspect is mind. Yeah? Mind is nothing but sum total of thoughts that we have. It's not a body part. We don't have a body part called mind. We have brain, but no mind, right? But mind is nothing but sum total of all the thoughts that we gather around. Yeah. So now, what to do with this mind? Where should we arrive eventually? Is a state of no thinking. Because thinking will not lead us anywhere. Thinking is like a walking stick. The mind is like a walking stick for us. When we don't know, when we are not connected to the center, we need someone to depend on. And that is mind. And it is incapable of, it is like a Stephanie for your car. Your speed is supposed to be at so-and-so, but as soon as you put Stephanie, you cannot drive normally. It's not a permanent solution always. It's like a medicine. It's like an additional support that gives, that's all. When you are flowing, when there is a problem, we have to apply it temporarily to move on and then be there. But we should arrive at a place where there should not be any thinking. Okay? No thinking. But it takes time. That's what we are all doing through meditation. But in this journey from mind to no mind state, no thinking state, stop thinking state, we should cultivate our mind in a certain way for us to make it like a good support system, better support system. How to do that is we should always watch if we are thinking, if at all we are thinking about anything, it should only be miraculous thinking. Or don't think. So what I am saying here is either meditate or don't encourage thinking. Do something else. Listen to music or read a book or which doesn't involve thinking. Do something which doesn't engage you in thinking. But if at all you should think miraculously. Give no choice. I am not even saying there is something called disastrous thinking. There is something called negative thinking and a positive thinking. Means disastrous thinking is like, everything is wrong. My life is wrong. Everything has gone wrong. It is always wrong. And negative thinking is, I don't know what will happen. Maybe something wrong will happen. because for 10 people it didn't work, it don't work for me. It may not work for me. The doubtful mind. And a positive mind is everything works well for me. But you know what miraculous thinking is? The miraculous thinking is whatever happens, it happens for the grandest way. Whatever happens, whatever that is going to come into my life is going to happen universally for the universal good, for everyone's good, for my peace, for everyone's peace, for my happiness, everyone's happiness, for my abundance, everyone's abundance. So, if at all we think only miraculously. There is nothing that we need to do. Dream about your abundance. That is, it is okay to be in those miraculous dreams than thinking anything else. Close your eyes, imagine yourself as filthy rich or, abundant, happy, beautiful. It's okay. Dream about it. Live in dreams. That's much, much, much better mental state than thinking negatively or even positively or even disastrously. Think big, vision big, have bigger goals. Doesn't matter whether we achieve it or not as well. Think very big. Have no limits to your thinking. That's how you can keep your mind healthy, wealthy, strong. If you fail 100 times, 101th time also you think big. What you are doing by this is you are fertilizing the seed for it to sprout. If it is not sprouting for 10 days, 11th day, it will. Keep fertilizing by thinking miraculously. Otherwise, do not think. Thinking, there is I was reading this, one of the book, some Zen book. This wonderful line that I have seen, I have read. It was told by apparently a Zen master called Sosan. Mind is a disease. That's what he said. Somehow it struck me so well that, mind is a disease. There is nothing else that can tell more clearly than what mind is. Means, mind will never keep us at ease. The one that keeps us away from ease is mind. In that same book, there was a beautiful short 1-minute story. It was read. There was one Zen merchant who told his wife, he had some goods, okay? I'll go to city and then sell all these goods and come back in 3 days. Okay? And then he goes on a donkey, puts all the goods and then goes and then sell all the goods. And within 1 day itself. So he is going to come back a day early. Yeah. And he would like to send a telegram to his wife saying, I'm coming 1 day early. Yeah. So he has written this telegram. I am coming back home tomorrow, sold all goods for profit. Is what he has written. He would like to send this as a telegram. And then he reads it again. I'm going to come home tomorrow. I sold all goods for profit. Then he thinks. He's a great thinker. Okay. He analyzes and he does everything so well in his life. He is known for his thinking abilities. So he reads it and then sees this word called profit. My wife anyway know that I sell these goods for profit. Why would I sell these goods for loss? Came here to sell these goods for profit. profit only. So let me strike it off, and he strikes off the profit. And it is like, I'm coming home tomorrow, I sold all the goods. And then he thinks again, it's like, I will go home only after selling the goods. What's the point of telling I sold all the goods? And he strikes that off. Yeah. And then I'm coming home tomorrow. Yeah. Anyway, I'll go home one day early. What's the point of sending this line saying tomorrow? I'm coming home. And then he strikes off tomorrow. Anyway, I go to home only. Where will I go? He strikes off home. So I'm coming. I'm coming where? There's no point in writing this. There's no meaning for it. He strikes off. All that's left is yours, whatever, ABC. Okay? And then he's like, ABC is my name anyway. My wife already knows. What's the point in? So he sends an empty paper to his wife. So by thinking, this is what happens. Like what he wanted to actually do will be forgotten if you actually keep thinking about it. Because the basic quality of the mind is to doubt. This is the only quality that mind has. To doubt everything that we do. Doubting is the basic quality of the mind. That is why mind is dangerous. Mind is a disease. It doubts everything. It is a critic. To stop this mind, what we do is we apply some beliefs on top of it. So it temporarily stops doubting. So to handle this mind, even from historically, people have found out some techniques and beliefs, and they applied on top of it. So recorded some beliefs into the mind on the top layer. But the disease is still there. The underlying doubt is still there. It just reduces the degree of doubt, that's all. So mind is dangerous. Mind is a disease. We should never ever think eventually. But we have been habituated to do this. So start thinking miraculously. And that's what I do. That's what my life has been for many years. That if I think at all, I try my best not to think anything other than miraculous thinking. Yeah. So these are the 2 points that I would like to share today. One is never be a dependent on anyone on your any experience. Approve your experiences on your own. Okay? Approve on your own. Now, second is think miraculously or don't think at all. If we can bring these 2 aspects into our life, our journey becomes so very wonderful, so peaceful. And the journey becomes so seamless, I would say. You won't complicate your life. We complicate when we are dependent on someone, when we overthink. If we don't do these 2 things, tell me where is the scope for us to feel bad? All our problems are only because either we depend on someone or we think too much. Yeah. All right. Now let's go for any questions or anything that you'd like to share. I have a question here. How do we know if we are on the right path or not? I'll answer that question to start with. Meanwhile, you can be ready for any other questions. So, how do we know we are on the right path or not? One is there is no wrong path. There is only right path. Whatever path we are on, is always right. Otherwise, we won't be there. That means whether we are spiritual or not, whether we are meditating or not, whether we are rightly meditating or not, wherever we are right now is where we are supposed to be. Whichever path we are in right now, that is where we are supposed to be. The problem is, in my point of view, we always try to search for the right path. And we will never find that path. Because where we are right now is the right path. So now, to bring this to our realization that we are on the right path, we have to bring ourselves into this moment, situate ourselves into this moment as much as we can and question ourselves. Why am I here right now? Instead of trying to find what is the right path and whether we are in the right path or not. If we have this question of why am I here right now? Why am I here right now? Why? Who got me here? And what situations have got me here? That question defines clarity around why we are here and where we should go as well. That paves the path. This question of why am I here paves the path and next steps towards where we should go. The problem is not that whether we are on the right path or not, why we are getting this question. Each one of us get this question. Like, am I on the right path or not? Why am I getting this question is because I am stuck here. Wherever that I am on, forget about whether this is right path or not, I am stuck here. When we are stuck, we get this question. Am I on the right path? Because we are not walking. We just stood somewhere. Could be a junction or wherever it is. We just stood there and then we don't know what to do, where to go. So first of all, to know where to go, we should know where we are. So we should introspect where we are and then we know where to go. And the path that we are on is always right path. Always, 100% of the time. Otherwise, we won't even walk that path. Universe is like this. It has a focus light right in front of our foot. Okay? It shows only a certain meters away. And then wherever this light is shown, wherever we see the path, that's where we walk. Consciously or unconsciously. Mentally, consciously or unconsciously. Whether we know or not, we walk the same path. It's just that we need to be aware, that's all. Sometimes on the path, we just stand wherever we are. Because of confusions, because of programmings, because of many aspects. We just stand where we are, that's all. Okay? Hope I answered your question, Manisha. Thanks. All right, anyone else has anything to share or ask?
Great learnings are truly inspiring. Never depend on anyone else or seek approval from others. The key takeaways very much appreciated. Answer is within us. Everything should come within us.
Yep,
And
absolutely.
the second one, move to a no thinking state or a miraculous thinking state. Mind is a disease. Wow. Thank you so much, Hari sir, for sharing wonderful learnings and valuable insights. That's
Thanks.
an amazing transformation journey. Masters, the floor is open. Any more questions?
I think we have a few questions.
Okay, that's
How
good.
do we know the purpose of life and how to understand a message that comes in our dreams? Okay. The first one, how do we know the purpose of our life? The short answer is by, again, it's similar answer to what I have answered earlier. The purpose can be understood when we become aware of what we are doing right now. What is my state right now? Because purpose is not anywhere else, or purpose is not somewhere in the future or in the past. We are always in a state. It prompts us. You know what discomforts us? Actually, if we don't meditate, some people say, I don't know, I don't feel fulfilled, I don't feel satisfied, I don't feel, complete, is what we say. But thing is, we never question, why are we not feeling complete? Why are we not feeling satisfied? Actually, that's what is prompting us. Hey, this is not your thing. You do this, you do this, you do this. But thing is, as I said, what is the quality of mind? When we question this with the mind, what does mind take? Only the negative part of it. You're not satisfied. You're not complete. You're not this. You're not that. That's what it is grasping. It is continuously taking in. If we turn the mind off and go within and ask this question of, okay, what do I want right now? Stop focusing on, I'm not satisfied, I'm not complete, I'm not this, I'm not. That I am not has to be stopped. Okay, what do I want to do now? Do I need to learn music? Do I need to do something? Do I need to meditate? Do I need to read a book? Do I need to speak to someone? When we ask this question, then we'll know what I should do right now. The purpose may look like just go and read the book, is what our inner says right now. For example, right? Just go read the book. Because purpose is not an end point. Purpose is every step is a purpose. Every step in our journey is the purpose. The end point is the destination. Destination is never the purpose. The journey is the purpose. So, the more we think of destination, the more we fall into the pit. The more we understand and start enjoying the journey, the more we be connected to the purpose. So we should change this perception of the purpose from destination to journey. When that shift happens within us, then we don't think about the destination anymore. Patri sir once told, even I don't know that this will become so big like this. I don't know that PSSM will become like this. I was just meditating. Whoever comes to me, I was teaching meditation. Slowly it became Karnool pyramid. And then slowly someone said, we'll build a pyramid. Okay, then became a first pyramid in Karnool. Then someone said, let's go to Hyderabad and then teach. It has become so big that even he doesn't know what's uncovering. What he was doing is just step by step enjoying the journey. What do I want to do right now is what we need to question and do that. When we continuously do what we want to do right now, that sum total will take us to the destination. And one day we'll see the big picture of so much energy and then so much self-wealth that we gather in the bank of our soul, which we are going to carry into the future. So we are born only for one thing, to do what we want to do. That's it. The only purpose for each one of us is to do what we want to do in every moment. That's what we are born for. If we are unable to do that, then we have to prepare ourselves, create our life in such a way that we should be able to do whatever that we want to do. To ourselves, not to others, I'm saying. Okay? Thanks. How to understand a message that comes in our dreams? If it is not understood, then don't worry about understanding it. Because what happens, these dreams or movies that we watch or books we read, all of these experiences comes into our life, not to be understood completely at one instance straight away. I give a very discouraging answer to many of the aspirants sometimes that, when some experience comes and keep questioning, just write it down somewhere and leave it. You will know into the future. Some time will come and then it'll actually make more sense eventually. Yeah. Thing is, these are messages or dreams or books that come into our life to stay with us, not to just tell something and leave. They are just the prompts to be aware of. To be aware of what? When it happens, you link this back to the dream that you have got. That is more of a reference to what is going to happen in your life, not the exact moment that happens in dream. But thing is something related to it occurs in your life, and this dream becomes an anchor point for you to hold back. Oh, you know what? For example, when I was first meditating, maybe first one or two experiences in my life, I used to see this line, the world is waiting for you to help. The world is waiting for you to help. It's like I was a teenager doing my own college and, just living my life, just meditating because I need some concentration or whatever. What is this fire? What is this line? I just have written it in the book and left it. It doesn't make sense to me at that point of time. It's nowhere related to me. I was not Mother Teresa or I was not anyone even have the intention to do any help at that point. I was just meditating, that's all. So now, when I look back on a weekend, I'm sitting here talking about my experience, and every day I take some or the other session, and it's happening. Now I link back. Oh, is this what you meant? And I'm still not concluding. I don't know what it is. I'm just still referring to that experience. At least now I'm doing something out there in the world. So it will make sense. You write down somewhere and you don't need to derive anything from any experience that doesn't make sense right now. Eventually you will make sense. That's why keep a diary, write it down, wait for it to uncover. Keep doing what you're doing and let it uncover. If we analyze with the mind, it builds a story around it unnecessarily. So don't build any story around it. Yeah? Okay. Thanks. How do we know what we want to do also? Yeah. Very good and practical question, Nikhalji. This is the problem that we all want to figure out. How do we know what we want to do? Because we don't even know what we want to eat. Our tongue says something, our body wants something. Now everything is separate. There is a core problem to be addressed to get to this answer fully. As I said, what we want to do is not an easy question. Right now, our tongue is separated from the body, from the mind, from the sense. Everything is separate. Eyes want something to it. Okay? Ears want something. Nose wants something. Tongue wants something. And body wants something. All these are separate. That is the core problem to get any answer from within. So now our job is to bring all these together, practice to bring all this together. When we can bring everything together as one, when we behave as one human being as a complete, that's when we know what we want to do exactly. So now to bring all this together, we have to tie, let's say, imagine there are some goats and buffaloes and everything, and it's everywhere. Yeah. You need to tie it somewhere, right? For all of them to come together. So to bring all this together, where should we tie this? What is the anchor point? That anchor point where we can tie all these things is heart, the heart center. This is where the moment we energize our heart center, the more we focus here, start to feel, not to think. What do I feel like doing right now? In the initial days, the mind may trick us, but keep practicing this, keep questioning. What do I feel like doing? What do I feel like eating? What do I feel like? Not think like, I know my mind wants something really nice and spicy and, want something now. But what do I feel like? Oh, you know what? I feel like eating a fruit. Whether you do it or not, whether heart wins, mind wins, doesn't matter. But first question, have this question. Because eventually we have to tie all this together to this pole of heart. And that's when we start to operate from here. When we start to operate from heart chakra, that's when we know exactly what we want to do. Because this is the voice box of our soul. This is the speaker of the soul. We should operate from here. This translate what we actually want to do. So energize your heart chakra more. Question yourself, what do I feel like? Never say like, what should I eat now? There's no should. What do you feel like eating now? Close your eyes before doing anything and question yourself here. Keep practicing the heart chakra and we'll definitely get there. Okay. All right. Any other questions? All right. This is a great session. Thank you so much. And I will, yes, we can. Can someone please unmute?
Hey, hi, Hari.
Hi.
Good morning and fantastic session. And yesterday also we had some discussions on type of thinking, and you have, again repeated those and, fantastically well. So I just want to, need to know it. Maybe a very crazy question and, different. But the point is, earlier when I was not into meditation, I used to go for the walk and all. I used to start, the moment I start walking, I used to start thinking about, hate and all, किससे लड़ाई हुआ, I will kill them and beat them and do this, I will go and do that. As I get into the meditation, those things started getting controlled slowly, slowly. And then I started doing Ho'oponopono in between while walking. And as a result, I see in last 1.5 or 2 years, I kind of tend to, forgot all those people and all those things. Something new started after that. The moment I start walking, my thinking goes to the very high profile kind of thinking. I start feeling like, okay, Mr. Yogi is calling me, and I'm going and meeting them. And the moment I went there, Modi is also there. They all is giving me the warm welcome and saying, guys, let's do this together. Vikal, we have been waiting for you. Those kind of thinking. So I really don't know, is it a miraculous thinking, or the madness, or do I need to go and do more meditation or consult some psychiatrists? What the hell is happening here? So, those kind of big, sometime I'll become the, president of India, or sometime some, minister or CM, or I don't know. These
Yeah.
only thoughts are coming in.
Yeah.
What is this all?
Okay. So now there are two things I say, like one is thinking and two is thoughts. There's a difference. Thinking is what we do, thoughts is what they come. Like we don't do it like a duty, sit there and think about it and keep analyzing. They just come in and flow. Yeah. So now when we are thinking ourselves, whatever, when we sit and voluntarily thinking, okay, then we don't worry about it. But when these thoughts comes, like let's say probably what you said is like you are not thinking. They're just flowing. The thoughts are just coming from somewhere and then just flowing. Yeah. But they are grander thoughts, miraculous thoughts. Yeah. No, the
And
problem is
Hari,
not with those thoughts.
Hari, the
Yeah.
thoughts are coming, and the specific part I want to highlight here, I get engaged with those thoughts and
Yes.
convert them into thinking. Then
That's
it becomes my
what I
half an
wanted
hour
to
walk.
say.
Yeah,
The problem
please.
is not those thoughts. Okay. The problem is thinking about those thoughts. That is why mind is a disease. So thing is, thinking about those thoughts is the problem, not the actual thoughts as such. You see what I mean? So, what we need to do is when these thoughts comes, then we should not think, you said high profile. Yeah. So who is giving this tag called high profile to those thoughts? That's our
I'm
mind,
giving. Yeah.
right? So it doesn't matter whether high or low. Let the thoughts come. If they are interesting, write down like a story. What's wrong in it? I mean, as I said, nothing comes to us without a reason. Yeah. Nothing comes. It doesn't mean that, you will probably meet Prime Minister or, President or sit next, may or may not. It doesn't matter. But that means something, definitely. That does mean something, directly or indirectly. You will be able to refer to it at one point. It could be one of the experience that I got in the initial days. I could only make sense of it only after 15 years. A visual experience, I am saying. In fact, one of my first experience in a third experience where I have seen a person, I could only figure out who that person is after 15 years. I don't know. So in this 15 years, I tried my best not to analyze or think about who that person is right now. We'll come to know when we come to know. But we should not be thinking about those thoughts. So the problem is never these thoughts. Yes, it is good. See, any thinking that is not bringing us down is good thinking. You are in good place. Don't worry about it. Think. It's not doing any bad to us, right? Just no limits to our thinking. Yeah, just keep doing it. That is fine. There is absolutely no problem with getting those thoughts. But thinking about those, holding them and carrying them is the problem. Okay.
No, it
So
is only at the
let it
time of walk
happen. Who
only.
knows,
After
it may
that, they're all
happen.
gone. After that, all
We'll know
gone.
one
Nothing.
day. Yes, we'll
Yeah.
definitely know. If you start thinking about it, then you are draining your energy. That's all. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks. All right. Anyone else? Okay. If not, then
Oh, sorry, Hari,
yeah.
did we answer the Sudhaji's question? How do
Yeah.
we know what,
Yes.
how
Yes.
how to understand a message that comes in our dreams?
Yes. I did. Yes. We did.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much for everyone's time, and it's great to share all these aspects and topics around my journey. I hope it has inspired and then given something to you all. So with that, thank you so much, and over to Chandana. Thanks all.
Thinking and thoughts, very well explained, sir. Thank you so much. And all the masters for sharing your beautiful energies. And special thanks to all the partners who provided this opportunity to get together, meditate, share, and listen to the experiences of some of our wonderful masters. Thank you, IFSS, Omega, Joy, PSSM, Ignite, Beat, PYMA, and PYMMA. With this, I would like to conclude the session here. Thank you all, masters.